you're going to coach this game. And so really in all of my years of doing this, I've been blessed to be a part of a lot of great things, 3 championships and 1,000 wins and, whatever. It's never been about me. So those guys played really hard, did a lot of great things tonight. And even there were stretches where a guy might not have been playing well and still closed really strong and made big plays for us. So again, really proud of what they did, what we accomplished tonight, beating a really good team, and we're going to have to do it again in a few days.
How do you compartmentalize maybe the feeling of, someone that you've been coaching under for a season, getting fired, and try to put that to the side and focus on this?
Yeah, it's not easy, but you do have a job to do. And that's one of the things that we talked about as a team, just talked about, look, we didn't, we still have responsibilities, we still have roles, we still have jobs that we have to do on the court. And so you just you move forward. But it's not easy. It really isn't. It's a tough situation, but it happens. And so the bottom line is I look at a lot of these guys like Cam, did a lot of great things out there tonight. At times they're, okay, where can you get better? Defensively kind of lost his guy once or twice maybe, but everybody did, as I'm not calling him out on anything, but he went out and did his job after a couple of times where he didn't play, right? And I think that's a big thing for all our guys, like Jay's working his way back, and he had some really good stretches out there today. So I'm really proud of what the guys did in staying focused at the task at hand. And I know this is like the 3rd time I've said this against a team that not only we're going to see, but has been playing very well.
I think last time you play them, they get out to a 22-2 run to open that game. Just what did you see from your guys' intensity early defensively to take control of the game?
Yeah, I thought our guys really locked in. There were some things that we discussed about that, but I think the other thing to keep in mind is the Atlanta game, they're up 15-4. The Orlando game, they're up 21-7. This isn't a new thing. This team didn't just jump on us. That 22.5 points and the way they're playing, it's been going on. What JB and Buck and Luke and I don't need to name their whole staff, but the bottom line is what they're doing over there is really good with two very key pieces out. So again, that's why a win like this, when you reference the other loss, it was a bad loss. I get that, but it's not like this team isn't really good. And you guys know this. You got to show up in the end. It doesn't matter who you're playing. The other team's really good.
You talked about all the things that you kind of have to do as an interim head coach, have to kind of motor through this. But the fact you've been through this a couple times before early in your career, how did that kind of help you prepare for this assignment you and the team had to face tonight?
Yeah, it's like I said, it's never easy. This is not an easy thing to do. And circumstances are always different, but like I said, you just do. Time doesn't stand still. You got to keep moving forward. And so what decisions need to be made organizationally? How are we going to handle this? What do you say to the players? What do you say to the coaching staff? There's a lot of things that go into any job, right? People don't know what you guys have to go through to do your work, and so they don't know all the logistics that go on here. And so the bottom line is, for us, it was a matter of, okay, no matter how difficult it is, focus on what the task is at hand. In this case, it was to, go out and compete against Cleveland, because that's what the NBA told us a long time ago. And so I was proud of the guys for doing that, like coming out and staying focused on what we needed to do.
Hey, Coach. What did you think of Giannis's playmaking tonight, and just kind of generally his playmaking recently as he's been, racking up a lot of assists?
Yeah, I mean, you get a triple-double. It's just average. No. No, I think he's doing a great job of playmaking. I think one of the keys to that, and when you talk about a guy's ability to make the plays that he makes in the passes, it's the understanding where his teammates need to be, and he knows that, and they know that, and it's still a work in progress because they did a lot of things defensively, whether it was in transition and the amount of people that they put in front of him, whether it was a post-up and how they double-teamed or where they came from. One of the plays I'll recollect is they put 2 on him in the post. He spun, didn't make it right away, but Brook got right to the front of the rim. He did exactly what he was supposed to do. Giannis knew exactly where he was supposed to go, and that's a product of, repetition. And so, no, you can never – what he does on the basketball floor across the board, scoring, rebounding, and passing and making plays, you can't. I mean, that's why he's – arguably the best player in the league.
Speaking of Giannis, what did you see from your big three, Giannis, Chris, and Dame, not only on the court, but also off the court as far as leadership goes during this transition?
Yeah, they were great. They've been very focused, on what we want to get done in terms of the big picture, and that's not like a last few days, but they've been very focused on, the tasks at hand. And tonight, I relied on them for a few different things in timeouts. Like, okay, this is what we're going to do, but do you see something different? And no, we're good. Let's do that. And then if we need to come back, but they all have their sort of timeout routine. How they decompress. Let me get into the huddle. Let me process this. So we also want to make sure we're giving them that time to talk to one another.